Salutations, everyone. This is the butterfly. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Before I get started, let me say hello to all of my subscribers all over the world, wherever you may be. Thank you for watching. Okay. With that being said, let me just jump right in. um, the title of the show, which is obvious, is the benefits of past life readings. And the reason why I'm doing this show is because I recently did a past life reading on myself, and it was so informative, and it shed a lot of light on this life, a lot of the challenges I face in this life. And it really gives me insights on the reason why I do things the way I do, or the reason why the way I am. Sorry, guys. I'm about to fix up my cup of tea here. Okay. But I get ready for this live. My can of tea, which you can get down at my CBD store. And I have a new edition. That's what took me so long. I had to go on the website and create the item, yada yada, upload the picture, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like my whole team. I'm the owner, I'm everything. So, I gotta restock, I gotta, put things on the website, and things of that nature. I mean, I'm gonna be revamping the website a little because it's not exactly the way I like it. But, I'm new at this, so I'm learning as I go, and that's just the way it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening. Okay, so in order to, I have a new item. That's what I was talking about. My new item is uh pure THC oil. Okay, it is 400 milligrams of THC oil. I'm calling this one creativity because it does not have, I mean, it's not gonna help you sleep. It's not. This is for people who want to get projects done, creative projects. You're learning something new, and you need to retain a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? This is for that. Okay. Also, introspection. It's really going to open up your mind and have your mind really just upstreaming. You know what I'm saying? And downloading information. So, like, if you're trying to go to sleep or whatever, this is not for you. However, it does help with pain. So, all my products do double duty. So it's going to help you with your pain, and it's going to, help you with that creative flow that all of us like, especially when we're involved in projects. Okay. Um, and this oil I'm especially proud of because I made it all myself from scratch. It's my very own recipe, okay, in my very own strain that I nurtured from seed to harvest. So I really hope you enjoy it. It is a beautiful, beautiful mixture, and I realized yesterday that when I had taken it, I realized I was like, I'm not relaxed. I mean, I just felt like I wanted to keep going and doing and doing and doing. It's like every time I was like, all right, I'm going to sit down now. I just thought of something else that I should do. And I was up again. So I realized, yeah, this is a creative mixture. This is not for like relaxation, just kicking back. And no, this is for when you want to, you know, be up. You know what I'm saying? Not Speedy Gonzalez up, but you want to be like sharp. Your mind is sharp, it's flowing, your ideas are flowing, you know, creativity. Now about this oh, did I say that you have to look in the essential oils category to get this oil, because it's not like right there as soon as you click go on the website. I like there's categories of there's pictures of the items, right? But the new items, not all of the new items are on like the front page. So you're gonna have to like go into, I'm sorry. Why am I apologizing? Like this is my freaking shower and like that's what I want. Right. So you have to go into the categories and choose essential oils. All right. And it's under creativity, which I think I'm gonna have to go back and edit that and put creativity THC oil. So you know what you're getting. Okay. And I hope you enjoy it. Or also you can go on that website www.hempbutterfly.com and you can book you a personal reading. Okay, once you click on the personal reading tab, it will take you to a calendar area, and then you can schedule your reading from the available dates and times. Okay, and leave me a message, and I will get back to you because I check it twice a week, you know, because I do shipping once a week. Okay, because I'm everybody. Like I'm shipping department, I'm HR, I'm everybody. So I gotta like schedule these type of things. So please bear with me until I, get my little fledgling business. Fly, fly, fly. All right. So with that being said, let me just jump right into it. Okay, I did a past life reading on myself the other day, and it was mind blowing and informative. Okay, so let me just tell you guys what I got, and then we'll just go from there. First off, I was a wealthy man, and apparently, my job was a knight. Some sort of military, you know, things of that nature. I was the Knight of Pentacles, so I'm thinking it was probably traditional. It was something that ran in my family, and uh, I faced challenges with communication. Like it was a lot of like, I guess, hurtful communication and just like treachery, lies, betrayal, and which eventually led to my demise. Betrayal from the people that I held most dear to my heart. Okay. And that was the lesson I learned. I learned that, people close to you, will hurt you. They can betray you and hurt you. And I'm not sure, but the cause of death, I'm not sure if I was murdered or I committed suicide, because it was the high priestess as the cause of death. And what I brought into this life uh, was the high-mindedness of the King of Swords. So I'm critical. I look at things like I overanalyze things. I look at things from every perspective. I just like trying to get the bird's eye view. I'm very balanced. Fair-mindedness. And these are the things that I brought into this life with me. In addition to that, the King of Swords, he sacrifices his happiness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think I do that as well in this life. And it just really opened my eyes to like a pattern. You know what I'm saying? A pattern of of minds. And it just came so clear that I understood. It's like as soon as I saw the Three of Swords, it was just like, oh my God, this is not the first life, that I've had people that I love betray me, you know what I'm saying, or inflict or wound me. You know what I'm saying? Whether emotionally, physically, or like mentally. You know, it's been the people that, you know, I have loved the most. So like maybe I did commit suicide. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a hard thing to that's a hard thing to swallow if that may be the case. But either way, you know, the betrayal of loved ones led to my demise. You know what I'm saying? And that just leads me to like me and my husband was watching Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, the last one, right? Now, mind you, I have seen this movie, the saga, at least 10 times. At least 10 times. Like when I was small, the first time I seen it was in a cartoon and they played all day. Okay, on a cartoon. I remember that. And I always loved it. Like, you know, especially when they came out with the movies, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is everything. Right. So when it gets to the end, right? Like when Frodo and Wise Gamgee is like going to the fires of Mordor and shit like that, and they get to the fires of Mordor, and like Frodo, he get all the way. It's like he can't make it there, right? He can't make it to the journey. So like Samwise Gamgee picks him up and carries him to the fires of Mordor so that he could complete his task. I mean, Sam could snatch the damn necklace from him and ran up there and threw it in there himself. But he wanted to support his friend in his mission, right? So if anybody who knows the movie, not spoiler alert, okay. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that Frodo wasn't shit. Like Frodo was not he was a terrible friend. You know what I'm saying? And Sam is like he was so selfless. It's like no matter how bad Frodo treated him, like cause like fucking Smeagol, you know, set up Sam, right, to make it look like that he ate all the elven bread and shit, right? And Frodo was just mad quick to believe him, you know, just like believe that Sam would do that to him, even though Sam had never ever done anything to him like that. And they known each other. They came from the Shire together, right? So he had never, so you know, you should know him. You should know him, right? So like it's over and over again, Sam demonstrates that he is like the best motherfucking friend a person could have. Like, right? Okay, mind you, I've always looked at Frodo as like the hero of the shit or whatsoever, and just like watching it again, and I was angry. I was so fucking angry. Frodo couldn't make it. Sam carries him to the fucking fires of Mordor, and this motherfucker decides that he not gonna throw the ring in to save the whole fucking Middle Earth. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna throw the ring in. He all of the shit that they've done was for nothing, you know, because he's so weak with the addiction of the ring that he gonna fucking just like to hell with humanity, to hell with Middle Earth, to hell with the Shire. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna fuck all that up in a moment after you're right there to throw it in. If it wasn't for Smeagol, the greed that he have, okay, and the determination, okay, to get what he want, you know, say even though he know it's not good for him, like we would all have been fucked in Middle Earth if we would have depended on Frodo. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is like Sam is like he did so much, and it's like it was so easy for Frodo to turn on him. And this man is risking his fucking life with you. This is not even his fucking mission. This is your mission. Yo, he saved him from the spider. Like, he thought he was dead, so he took the ring, to try to keep it safe or whatever. So when he finally realized he wasn't dead, and was like, "Oh, I'm here to," was he there to save him? Mind you, Sam is not a fighter. You know what I'm saying? But he took the morgs out. The what are they? Orcs. The orcs. He took the orcs out like a G. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and these are some big, ugly, scary things, and like freaking hobbits is half the size of a real man, like even shorter than that. You know what I'm saying? So like Sam had the heart of a lion. He was like the best friend that anybody could have, just so selfless and just dedicated to support his friend. And on the other hand, his friend Frodo could be so fucking selfish and weak of spirit that he just was. Yo, I was so angry about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I couldn't even understand it. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, everybody need a friend like Samwise Gamgee because, like, people, it is. Excuse me, my throat chakra is tightening up. You get some tea. Oh, that's good. Let me get another sip. That just really opened my eyes, and then coupled with the past life reading I did on myself, just like, I was kind of upset with myself, and then spirit had to really come in and talk to me like, look, you can't be so hard on yourself. Always, you know what I'm saying? You have to be kind to yourself, because like, who the fuck else gonna be kind? Like, what can you do about what happened in the past life? Only thing you can understand is how it influences you in this life. Okay. And it's the first step to like really changing it and healing it is recognizing it. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing how it has affected your life here. Like how many, when I think of how many times I've fallen on my fucking sword. You know what I'm saying? And I can't, I don't know. I can't count on my hand. I can't count when someone has fallen on their sword for me. You know what I'm saying? But I stayed doing that shit. Like, and when I realized, I was like, oh, it stops today. It fucking stops today. And like half the day, I was like in an angry state almost. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I had to really recognize that I couldn't just go to doing what I normally do. And that's like transmuting the energy right away, just trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I had to really move through it. You know what I'm saying? And really, yeah, really just like get the ramifications of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, that's not even the right word that I wanted to say, but I just couldn't rush it. I couldn't rush it this time. I had a sense that I had to really face it, really own up to it, and reflect how it has affected my life in this life. Okay. Like, I was a man in that life, but in this life, I'm a female. And I'm still doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I realized it, when it became clear to me, I was taken aback. I was taken aback because, like, when I couldn't figure out, like, what was really like got me meditating on it is like the high priestess as the cause of death, right? And I was like doing a lot of research or what's up because I know like the basics that I know like a lot about her, whatsoever the case may be. But like getting her as the cause of death is just so weird. It's like, okay, so okay, did I go behind the veil? You know what I'm saying? Or did the Three of Swords put me behind the veil? Like either way, it did put me behind the veil, but was it like someone else did it to me, or was I so brokenhearted that I did it to myself? You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, it's like, you know, when I think of times in this life when I have been really, really brokenhearted, man, I just didn't think I could go on no more. And I just really thought that I could die. Like I could just push my spirit away. Like it would, I could just, I don't know how to explain it, but I want to be helpful and I want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm shaking a little bit, you know, but I'm going to be brave, you know, because maybe my testimony could help someone else, you know, because that's what it's about for me. Sharing my wisdom, you know, not just my knowledge, but my wisdom, you know, and wisdom only comes with experience, you know. So I'm not telling you guys nothing that I haven't been through. Okay. It's just been times in my life when I could say that I felt my soul slipping from my body. I could feel it. I was in so much sorrow, so much hurt that I could literally feel my soul slipping and I would be scared. I would be so scared, like what? But I would be so sad. You know what I'm saying? It's so hurt. And I think, you know, by the people I love, you know, I would be torn. You know what I'm saying? Like just like how the Three of Swords look like, that's how my heart would feel like it's all torn up. And I would wish that I would get beat up physically, because at least you could put salve and all of that shit on there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to stay grounded. Right? So I would feel my soul slipping, right? You know, when I say that, because there's some people walking around here, they don't have their full soul with them, right? They only have partial of their soul. Okay, that's another conversation. However, when I tell you that I was feeling so like I was drowning in I was drowning in my sorrow. You know, people do die from a broken heart and shit like that, you know. And I think almost like letting all of your systems fail. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that when one system fails, the other one is gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Because then when your heart is broken, you know what I'm saying, then your mind starts to go in a loop, and then you don't care about your body and shit. You don't want to eat. You just sleeping. You know, or you might get into crazy behavior like shit. Like me, I was, you know, out there just wilding out. So I had to like slow down. Like, yo. When I think of the self-destructive behavior I got into, okay, it was crazy. So maybe I did kill myself. And that's sad. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? But it just struck me because there is times in this life when it was really, really hard. It was really, really hard. And I didn't even know nobody to call out to but Jesus, right? And God, you know. And even I called out to to Mother Mary one time. My middle name is Marie, right? And whatever the name is, the energy, it helped me to get up. It helped me to get up because I was like literally laying on the fucking floor. I was literally laying on the floor and I called out to God. I called out. My voice was so small and it felt like it was so empty. Oh, I did not want to cry. I did not expect to have this. Let me try to ground myself. What I got from that reading, loud and clear, was how important it is to love yourself more than you love anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, because loving you the most does not mean loving nobody less. You know what I'm saying? But it does mean that you're not going to compromise yourself or freaking hurt yourself just because someone doesn't know how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be someone you love or not, you know. So that really, really just like it shook me up. It made me angry and it just like highlighted times in my life when I was like, oh shit, maybe I was right there to take myself out of some shit. Maybe I was there. Cause I just couldn't, I just was, it was hard. It was too fucking hard. Like, when I think of the lessons that I had to learn, it was hard as fuck. Nah, I mean, everybody feel like their lessons was hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and just saying my lessons was hard. I ain't taking nothing from nobody else. I'm just saying, like, especially like when you're younger and you don't really have like the problem solving skills and shit. You know what I'm saying? You trying to really find yourself and you getting out there. It's just like so complex, So like when I, yeah, when I did that past life reading, it just like it opened up a new level of awareness for me and just let me focus on things, and do some introspection. You know what I'm saying? And whew, it has really changed my perspective about myself. You know what I'm saying? And helped me understand that, yes, a lot of the situations that I was in, maybe I didn't create them, but I allowed them to continue when far past the expiration date. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a saying like, uh, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, if a motherfucker did something to you once, okay, it's definitely their fucking fault. Okay. But if they done did it to you for the 10th motherfucking time, baby, it's your fault. It's your fucking fault. You're allowing it to continue. Okay. And when I think of this, like I've allowed some shit to continue a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's what I think. I think it's very cathartic to get information about your past lives because they absolutely positively do affect this life. you know, because people need to understand the spirit never dies. We just changing scenes, we just changing avenues, you know, changing avenues. That's it. Okay, we have many lives, and each life affects the other one. Okay, and wow, it's all I need to say. Wow. Okay, it was deep. Okay, and I suggest, everyone, if you can, whenever you feel comfortable with it, that you get a past life reading, just to understand where some of the things, some of the challenges that you may face in this life come from. Okay, because they're not just your upbringing or your personality. Some of this stuff is from your past life. And, s- you know, even though finding out, the possibility of how I died, whether maybe suicide or, you know, being wounded, physically wounded, mortally wounded, I should say, it was upsetting, but shit. it was really, it was really awakening, eye opening. You know what I'm saying? And something that I would be able to watch now. You know what I'm saying? Not allow myself to get so sad, you know, that I would just allow my soul to slip, you know? And I guess that's all I wanted to say about that. I want to thank my spirit guides, my higher self for being with me, especially in the space. Okay. All right. Because that was not easy for me. I'm a private person. And when I come on here, I'll be trying to everything to get myself together so I do not cry. Okay. Because ain't nobody got time for that. All right. Anybody be trying to put tea is very good. Especially with my lemon, my lime, and my freaking honey. I love the combination. It's just so good. So good. Yeah, I got my aloe vera leaf. I love putting these like in like after I take the gel out of the middle of it, to make my hair products and stuff. For like my husband and I like to take the peels and put them in like a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. So like sometimes I'll just take them out and I'll just like rub them on my face. I really like to right when they out the freezer, I like to put them on my eyes because it really takes down the puffiness. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm up on here crying and whatnot. So I just needed to. And plus, I like the way it feels, very smooth. Relieving to the skin. Aloe vera is very good for you. So. With that being said, let me just pull a card or two and leave you guys with some just. Oh, I wanted to show you guys uh one of my roots. It actually broke off, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been drying it for a couple of days. I'm trying a couple of different methods in drying my roots. You know what I'm saying? My herbal roots so that, because like the first method that I had tried is like I had to soak this bad boy for like weeks. Okay. I had to soak it for weeks, excuse me, and then I had to rinse it, I said, just to make sure it was sterile before I made my oils with it, my oil and my root water. The root water is so good for you. Okay, it's like it's a pain reliever as well, And it has a lot of other properties, which I'll talk about, when I'm doing the show, strictly for my products and all of like the health properties that they have. But I just wanted to show you guys that where it starts from. It starts from this. And then it goes into a beautiful cream, you know what I'm saying? And some water, which I use, I put in my coffee, the things of that nature. So I'm just gonna pull a couple of cards from my chakra deck. You know, and just ask Spirit, what messages can we get? I'm gonna do a 3-card spread, past, present, future. Regarding past life readings. You know what I'm saying? What messages would Spirit like to leave us with regarding past life readings? First, we have gratitude. Okay, gratitude. Presently, we have impasse. And lastly, we have vanity. Okay. All right. So let me just throw my glasses on for a second. Now we need to have gratitude for our past lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because they shape our future. All right. Our lessons that we learn from the past, they are in our blood. Okay. They are our heritage. They are what makes us who we are. And we need to be gracious for that. Okay. We need to have gratitude for that. Even though sometimes it is like kind of overgrown, with weeds, vines, thorns, flowers, it got everything going on. There's always something to come out of the lessons that we learn from our past. Okay, so we need to be grateful for that wisdom, grateful for that experience because we learn from it. Okay, and presently, it'll be hard for us to go forward in our life without knowing about our past. We would be at an impasse. Our passions, our desires, everything would be blocked until we understand about our past, what shaped us, okay, what made us who we are, those things that we need to face, those hidden things. And look, the full moon is come. The full moon is here. We're going to be having a full moon tomorrow, actually. Okay, so a lot of hidden things are going to be revealed. Okay, and we're going to be having to face those before we can go any further. All right. Vanity. Okay, see all of those people nicely dressed. They living in the city, the concrete jungle. There's no nature around them. It's all surface stuff. Okay, in the future, we're gonna have to be more spiritual, more open. Okay, have more depth. All right, be less vain. All right, it's gonna be more about enlightenment, about wisdom, about ascension. Okay, not so much about material things, but about spiritual growth. Okay, in healing, how we can heal the inside of us, and not so much how we look, but how we feel. That's going to be mostly important. Okay, that's what I got from that. I'm just gonna pull a deck from the Sacred Rebels because you know I always love to, leave you with a message from the Sacred Rebels as well. Message the Spirit has to say regarding these past lives. And the importance of past lives. I hear seagulls. Softly, softly, the tender touch. I love this. I love this card. Card 20 is also the Judgment card in the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, time for introspection. Okay, just facing yourself, every area of yourself, speaking your truth. Okay, it's important, as well as to be tender with yourself regarding the information that you may find, because it's healing. It will free you. It will free your voice. It will unlock your intuition. You will understand the things that you feel. It will all become clear. Where you're coming from, where you are, and where you need to go. I hope these messages have have helped someone out there. Okay. And I want to thank you for being here when you can be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Namaste.